Hey guys, this is Mr. Ace. This is question number 19 from the June 2026 Algebra 1 Regents exam. Basically, they've given us two expressions. They're both quadratics, and one is being subtracted from the other. To me, the most difficult part is making sure you get the order right. The key, in my opinion, is it says subtracted from. So this is what we start with, and this is being subtracted from that. This is being taken away from that. So this is what it should look like. 2x squared minus 3x plus 10, subtracting a negative 3x squared plus 7x minus 1. Whatever that would be. Now, some of you will go ahead and do this algebraically. What I would recommend to my students is that you store a number. So we're going to store a number in for x, and this is going to have an output. This is going to have an output, and we're just going to subtract those outputs and then go to the answers and check those to see which one has the equivalent output. So here's what I'm going to do. This is from the last video. I'm going to start here. I am going to use, I'm going to use $1.23. That's my go-to number. I'm going to store that into X, and then I'm going to type in 2x squared minus 3x plus 10, and I get $9 and about 33 cents. And then I have a negative 3x squared plus 7x minus 1. Now, I'm just going to use these numbers because these are the outputs. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to subtract this number, and I get $6 and about 26 cents. It doesn't matter what this number is, really. I'm just going to go to my answer choices and I'm going to key them in until I find something that has $6 and about 26 cents. Not a negative $6, but a positive $6.26. So let's go to the first one. First choice is 5x squared plus 4x plus 9. So I'm going to type that in. 5x squared plus 4x plus 9. And then I press enter, get $21 and something. Now, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to go and I'm going to change this to a negative, because that's the only difference between 1 and 3. Let's see what we get. We get $6.35. Now that's closer, but that's also not the answer. So let's go, and now we're going to enter number 2. It's going to be 5x squared. Let's go 5x squared minus 10x plus 11. And there we go. There's our answer. It matches this. So it is number 2. Number 2 is a winner. Now, if I were to do this algebraically, just to show you, that means that I'm going to make this plus, this becomes a plus, this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus. So what I'm going to be doing here is this 2 plus 3 is 5x squared. A negative 3 minus 7 is going to be a negative 10x, and then 10 plus 1 is going to be 11. That's what we've got. And we checked it by storing, so we know that that is the actual answer. So we are good. We can stop and we can post.